So Tesla stock is officially under $170 per share right now, which who called that out? I called that out a couple of days ago. Not to toot my own horn, guys. We'll talk about that in a second here. But yeah, it's under 170 bucks per share, and it's not looking so good for the bulls. And to be honest, things might get worse. And if you're a bear, if you're short in the stock, you're loving this. You're making money. But let's be honest, not many people watching this video are short. So we're going to break down the charts here, do an update, break down my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, and go over where I'm looking to buy, which I guess is kind of what I'm looking to do. Either way, guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and let's dive into it. So you guys can see right now, mind you, we do have a red market. All the indexes are down, and we have Tesla down almost 4%. And like I said, we called this out many times over the last couple of Tesla updates. Do you guys not remember this descending triangle that we called out? We talked about how we were making lower highs into this support at $175, which you guys can see we held that back in the end of January, early February, all throughout February, and up until really a couple of days ago, we held 175 for Tesla, right? So we were holding that point, making lower highs into it, which is a descending triangle, and now we're completely falling through that level, and we're slipping fast. Now we're down again almost 4%, and Tesla's down almost $7 per share on the day. So we went from being at 175 bucks now to, getting to the low 160s like that. Things happen very quickly, guys, in the stock market, and that's why I was pretty much warning you all. I was waving the red flag or whatever you want to say here on Tesla, because I saw this pretty clear as day. And I told you guys, look, I'm looking to start buying Tesla if it gets towards 150 bucks, but preferably $100 to $125 per share. How many times have I said that? Pretty much in every Tesla stock update that we've done over the past 2 weeks, which I've done about 4 or 5 chart updates and stock updates, because obviously there's always news going on with Tesla. So now we're getting to that point where the triangle's playing out. We're starting to fill the gap down to 150, which if I pull up this yearly chart, you guys can see back in April of last year, we hit 152. Then we doubled up to 300. We've recently covered that, right? So yeah, now we're looking like we're on a one-stop shop, or a one-stop, or one-way ticket pretty much to 152. That's kind of how it's looking like right now. And of course, nothing's guaranteed. We don't know exactly where it's going to go, but that's how it's looking on the yearly chart here. And on this 3-year chart, we can see, if we do break 150, if that fails to hold, then we could be getting a real good buying opportunity, at least in my opinion. I'm not telling you guys what to do, and this is coming from somebody that has owned Tesla stock in the past. I've made money. I believe in the company long term, but I'm not in it right now. This is coming from somebody that's not in it right now. I'm looking to get in at the best price possible to start building out a position. And I think 100 to 125 to 150, this $50 window could be that, could be that range. And we have earnings coming up pretty soon. They're creeping up here, guys. They're creeping up in the middle of April. And ideally, this could end up opening up a crazy opportunity, in my opinion. If they botch earnings, which I feel like these earnings are not going to be good, in my opinion, I don't think they're going to be that good. We'll see, though. We'll talk more about that the closer we get to the earnings. But if earnings are not good at all, and we do get that big dump after earnings, that could be the time. We'll see, though. Of course, I'm talking out loud from my perspective, kind of what I'm looking to do. That could be the time for me to start buying. We'll see how it goes. That's if they do collapse after earnings, because again, I think earnings, I'm not thinking they're going to be that great. Obviously, we had and for sure this could be already priced in. Who knows? We'll see. But we had obviously the Chinese New Year. We had, of course, the Shanghai factory was not operating fully during the month of February, right? So that's going to hurt China sales on top of their sales already getting hurt from lower demand and the price war and the competition. And obviously, we're seeing that across the board in different markets, not just China. And demand is softening across all the markets pretty much. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be a very interesting quarter coming up for Tesla. And, if it does get under 150, man, I might start nibbling even before earnings. We shall see. Even at 150, we'll see, guys. Of course, I'll keep you updated. And, if you guys want to access all the moves I make in my portfolio, check out that link down below. There's also the Discord. There's also a bunch of other perks you get by using that link and joining the Patreon, right? So check it out. And Tesla sure is looking interesting. So let me run through some other stocks that I'm looking at here, which are up on the day today, which is quite interesting. So we have a lot of the Mag 7 stocks up today. We have Microsoft up around 2.4%. And get this, we just hit another all-time high. So I think it's safe to say now, as Microsoft is hitting all-time highs, right, in the midst of a red day in the stock market, and Apple's down $30 from all-time highs, I think it's safe to say Microsoft now has taken the crown. They've taken the crown from Apple in the short term, right? We'll see if Apple comes back with a vengeance. Time will tell. But Microsoft is the biggest company in the world. They're crushing it. And clearly investors, traders, they're more, they favor Microsoft way more than Apple. They're giving Microsoft the premium. Microsoft's performing better. And let's be honest, it's because Apple, they're having China problems right now. They're having innovation problems, in my opinion. What's going to be their next big thing? Whereas Microsoft, they're chilling. Cloud's growing like crazy. They have all these different businesses within the business, and so does Apple. Don't get me wrong, but I think Microsoft is hitting on all cylinders more effectively right now than Apple is in the short term, and we'll see if that continues. So Microsoft all-time high, nuts, it's just crazy to say that, and we have Google running as well, which I'm so glad I bought up the dip here on Google. I was buying up in the low 130s here, as we did see a pretty big dip after earnings, and I just thought it wasn't warranted. It didn't make any sense, so I added to my position here on the dip from 155 towards 130. That was a drawdown of 15%, and now we've rallied about 12, or actually, excuse me, it's $12, but about 10% off that low. Now we're back in the mid 140s, which is awesome, right? So Google is looking pretty good. And I also added more Amazon yesterday, which is the first time I actually added more Amazon since 2023 when I bought a ton in the 90s. So I was buying a ton of Amazon and Google last year in the 90s. Both of them were actually, funny enough, at the same price, which is funny. But yeah, I was buying both of those in the 90s. I think Google in the 80s. I don't think Amazon did get in the 80s a bit. Let's pull this 3-year chart up and see. Yeah, we got the 81. So I might have been buying both of them in the 80s and 90s. Either way, rode Amazon all the way up, right? And I just started buying a little bit more yesterday. I figured I just want to increase my ownership in this company. And I think, honestly, there's still a long ways to go to the upside for Amazon stock, personally. Hence why I'm long the stock, right? And I just want more exposure to this company. So I figured, let me just average up. I think I averaged up at about 172 or something like that, 173. And I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold on to that. And, we're going to ride this thing, baby, because this stock, I love it. There's a lot going on with Amazon. Maybe I should make a video solely on Amazon. But the thing is, guys, the YouTube algorithm here is interesting. Last time I made an Amazon video, it literally got 100 views, like a completely dead video, essentially, which is interesting, right? Because I thought the video was great, and that's just how the algorithm works. Sometimes it doesn't push certain content. It is what it is, guys. That's the YouTube game here. But yeah, I'm long Amazon. I'm long Google. Adding to those, I was adding heavily in 2023. Have been nibbling a little bit in 2024, right? And I'm long and strong on those. We have Meta up on the day, barely, slightly in the green. Looks like Netflix is up a bit as well, 0.3% in the green for Netflix, which is looking like it wants to maybe test 624, maybe even break that point at some point here moving forward. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to hit the like button and, of course, subscribe. And don't forget to also get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo by using that link down below or by going to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. You can also check out the QR code right here. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, and fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And get this, guys, each of those could be valued up to $2,000. So get on it. The clock's ticking. Use that link down below. And full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.